Hey everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Training System, and it's Saturday, the 6th of March 2021. And this is the weekly analysis for the Euro, the cable, and the Aussie dollar for the second week of March. And as you can see across all these three major pairs, it has weakened over the past week, and as we were highlighting last week after bearish week the week before, and with different degrees of weakness. And this is all due to the breakout higher of the US dollar index. So perhaps we can start with the DXY. This is the US dollar index, and this was the key resistance that we've been highlighting for quite a while now, ever since the beginning of the year, where it's been attempting to recover and bounce higher, and has finally broken through last week, broke through this interim resistance area at 1991, and now has reached 92 and closed above. Importantly, it has closed above the previous swing low at 91.73. So this suggests there could be potential move higher as well to perhaps test the 200 EMA. But initially it has to likely get to the 78.6 retracement first. So we'll see if this dollar strength continues next week, which will be a key inverse correlation with the other major pairs. Let's just take a look at where the main drop was from June of last year to this swing low at the end of August. And that's the, after hitting the 138 extension, that's the pullback, and finally retest and break of this 100 pip swing low. And a shorter term reversal here is from this swing low to this swing high, and then extension to the 162, now climbing back up to test the 78.6 pip retracement. All right, so those are these two fips, the longer term bearish continuation move and the shorter term bearish reversal. All right, let's move on to the euro. And following the drop at the end of February, which was the last day of the previous week, it has pulled back to the 121.00 area before getting rejected and falling back below the new monthly pivot and the daily 55 EMA, and then accelerated further as late on Thursday there was comments from the US Fed Chair Jerome Powell, where he was non-committal on the rising bond yields, and it was, although slightly dovish, but the market was looking for slightly more definitive actions from the Fed, but he did not provide anything more, and sell-off in the stock market continued, and as well as the major pairs as the US dollar rose. And it continued on Friday down towards the 62 pip retracement of this big move up. So there could be further continuation this coming week. There could be some pullback first, probably to test the 120 before continuation towards the daily 200 EMA at around the 118.30 area. And also Thursday, this coming Thursday, there's the ECB policy meeting and their rate and policy decisions. So that will be a key event to watch out for as well. But meanwhile, the euro has already weakened below 120. That was the key support area. And it's just sitting at the 119 area. All right. No other major news except for the ECB meeting. Let's move on to the cable. And there's no major news for the UK this week. And likewise, after a bearish couple of days at the end of February, there was just a slight pullback to test the 140 area, which was the key support at that time. And since then, it has also weakened to test the support that we highlighted last week at the 138.00 and the 38 retracement of this move up. So, and also fallen below this rising trend line. Could be a retest of this before continuation move down. The next key support will be at the 137.00, where the 50 pip retracement is. All right. So this event on Thursday, the interview with the Fed Chair Powell, this was the critical trigger that caused the US dollar to continue higher and the majors to start weakening. And that was at the 1 a.m. interview at Singapore time. All right. Let's move on to the Aussie dollar. And no major news this week for the Australian economy, but last week there was the RBA announcement that was on Tuesday, and this helped to only move the Aussie dollar higher for just a normal pullback for a couple of days after a week end to February. And after testing the 35th retracement, it fell just like the others, but this time is down to the 78.6 retracement area below 0.77 and just close below the 55 EMA. So also signaling likely a pullback up to retest, and further weakness is likely with a test of 0.76 and perhaps a test of this swing low at 0.7564 area. So there was a bit of a reprieve as the non-farm payroll report on Friday came out stronger than expected. And there was just a slight impact on the US dollar, and with some pullback on the majors, but especially on the Aussie dollar. So this could signal more consolidation before continuation in the bearish move. All right, so the RBA has already made the announcement on Tuesday with no major changes. And for the UK, the Bank of England will announce in 2 weeks' time, just after the FOMC. So that Thursday night interview with Fed Chair Powell was the last chance for him to make a comment. So until the next meeting with the FOMC on the 17th of March. So that's why everyone was eagerly waiting his comments and potential actions. All right. So do take note of my other videos on spot gold and dollar yen. Spot gold has also tumbled, and dollar yen has risen along with the US dollar index. And have a safe week and a good trading week, and cheers for now.